This is our machine. Here are the different sizes of catheters. These are medical dressing, bandages.
Uliana says she spent many nights in this medical evacuation vehicle, saving the lives of Ukrainian defenders. This is why she can find all the medicine she needs even with her eyes closed. She has been at war for almost 2 years. Uliana is convinced that the role of women here is invaluable.
The women on the front line are very important. Our national symbol is Mother Ukraine, and every woman can be that symbol. So it feels different with women on the front line. Perhaps the atmosphere of a woman's presence brings men back to the reality and gives the vibes of civilian life.
Many defenders don't even remember their life before the war. They say that the time flies differently here, but they will certainly not forget what was the motivation for joining the Ukrainian army. A sergeant of the National Guard of Ukraine with the call sign Bur before the invasion worked as a mechanic at one of the enterprises of the gas industry. In July 2022, he gave up his reservation from military service and joined the combat unit of the National Guard. The motivation to defend Ukraine for the 40-year-old man was and remains the protection of his native land, family and children.
The enemy stood across 2 fields and constantly shelled my village where I lived. The 120mm shells came closer, and then they shelled the street where my house is located, miraculously not hitting it. Firstly, I was motivated, and secondly, I have a grown-up son and a young daughter, and their father should be an example for them.
Serviceman with the call sign Poliak also set an example for his sons, one of whom has already joined the Ukrainian army. He volunteered for service at the beginning of the full-scale invasion, having returned to Ukraine from Poland. The man is now training infantry and says that in Europe, the training of our servicemen has received the highest rating.
I studied abroad, and NATO troops, they look at it and say that it's unbelievable. They told me, your infantry is really the best in the world, because you have a different style, a different warfare, a different landscape. They watch and wonder how 2 men in a trench can eliminate a whole enemy platoon. We have Cossack blood in us.
Servicemen say there is no time for celebration at the front. The fight for Ukrainian territories continues, and they will have enough strength to achieve victory.
As Taras Shevchenko said, battle on and win your battle. We will defeat the enemy. All we need is patience and inspiration and love for our wives and children.
Do you feel the strength to continue fighting?
Yes, whatever it is. Yes, we must continue.
They save the lives of their fellow soldiers, protect the land and sky, and fight back against the enemy. But they all dream of only one thing. What's your biggest dream?
To return home and hug my grandchildren.
Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Alena Hramova, Natalia Білокудря, Андрій Домовой, Євген Кармазін, UATV News.